He that killeth an ox is as if he slew a man. He that sacrificeth a lamb is as if he cut off a dog's neck. He that offereth an oblation is as if he offered swine's blood. He that burneth incense, as if he blessed an idol. Yea, they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delighteth in their abominations. Isaiah 66 and 16. They sanctify themselves, purify themselves in the garden, behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination, and the mouse shall be consumed together. Isaiah 66 and 18. For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues. They shall come to see my glory. Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. For I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. So this is what these other camps are doing. They're not speaking on the important topics, which is the coming of the RFID chip, martial law, FEMA camps. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast. We are the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Why are you prophesying to so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans? You prophesying the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, the coming of martial law, FEMA camps, to give double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, the coming of World War III, world economic collapse, Gog and Magog, Ezekiel chapter 38, which is Russia, China, Iran, preparing the day to the Lord's battle, which is, like it says in the book of Isaiah, that the heavens melted with fervent heat. The sky is being darkened, the waters being turned to wormwood, the creatures of the sea dying. Those that take the RFID chip have putrefying swords. So when you take the RFID chip, you're going to get cancer. Why? Because this goddamn devil, the so-called white man, wants to destroy you. He knows that the melanated nations are increasing more than him. This is his plan. The other nations have a price to pay because you are oppressing our people. But that's the problem. You don't know who is who because the nations are mingled. Just like in the book of Genesis, the Tower of Babel. The nations coming together under one tongue. The Most High God bringing that counsel to nothing. This is what you see in these latter days. The so-called white man exhausting all measures. But we are still going to prophesy the coming of Hamashiach Yahushai according to the volume of the book. Matthew chapter 5, verse 23. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother has aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, then offer thy gift. So this is the time that we're in. Feast on unleavened bread. The time to purge out the unleavened, that malice. The time to focus on the things that are at hand, which is the coming of the RFID chip. Revelation 13 and 16. Martial law, FEMA camps, thermonuclear fire. Ezekiel chapter 38. Gog and Magog. The Lord prepared the day to the Lord's battle. World War III. World economic collapse. The great famine coming. famine of the word. All these things will come to pass according to the Holy Bible. Those that do not take the RFID chip, which is the remnant of the Israelites, will be delivered in the second coming of the Black Messiah by the so-called UFOs, which we read about in the Holy Bible. This is what's prophesied to come to pass in these latter days, according to the Holy Bible. So we're not glorying in outward appearance. We're not out here to see who has the biggest camp. We're here to tell you these things will come to pass. The book of Haggai, chapter 2. Verse 11. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, ask now the priest concerning the law, say, if one bear holy flesh, the skirt of his garment, with a skirt to touch bread, or pottage, or wine, or oil, or any meat, shall it be holy? And the priest answered, said, no. Then said Haggai, one that is unclean, by a dead body touch any of these, shall it be unclean? And the priest answered, said, it shall be unclean. Then answered Haggai and said, so is this people, so is this nation for me. Saith the Lord, so is every work of their hands, that which they offer there is unclean. So this is the problem with these other Hebrew Israelite camps. They're bringing their gift to the altar, but their altar is not a wholesome sacrifice, because they still have that malice. They're still pushing the law like IUIC, the transgression, the law of Moses. These are the things that we're out here to speak out against. The wickedness that is perpetrated on planet Earth. The coming of the RFID chip, martial law, FEMA camps, the RFID chip being the mark of the beast, Revelation 13 to 16, World War III. These are the things that are written in the Holy Bible. 2/3 of the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans will be coerced to taking the RFID chip, will perish in martial law, FEMA camps. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Right here prophesying salvation to the remnant of the 12 tribes of Israel, which will not take the RFID chip, which will call upon the Most High God's name, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will receive the understanding of these latter days, will be sealed in their mind of these things that will come to pass, according to the Holy Bible. The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. Matthew chapter 5 and 30. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off, cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body shall be cast into hell fire. So what is the hell fire? The judgment of the Lord, when all these things come to pass. When the Lord's judgment is made manifest, when his indignation is shown to his enemies, in his hand, the saving hand, to his servants. This is what the Holy Bible is about. The coming of the RFID chip, martial law, FEMA camps, the mark of the beast being the RFID chip. Right here prophesying salvation unto the elect, the house of Israel, the 12 tribes. We are the Israelites. Right here prophesying to you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. will call upon the Lord's name in time of Jacob's trouble. When all hell breaks loose, you're going to have the RFID chip mandated, and then you're going to have world economic collapse, which is happening before your very eyes. Central bank digital currencies, World War III, Ezekiel chapter 38, Gog and Magog, prepared unto the day of the Lord's battle, which is Russia, China, Iran, all these superpower countries that will come up against America, Babylon the Great. And the Mashiach Yahushai, he called Jesus Christ, he said, blessed are those that are not offended in me. Matthew 5:29. And if thy right hand offend thee, pluck it out, cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not thy whole body shall be cast into hell. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off, cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. Which is what, according to the book of Revelation, the lake of fire, which is America, Babylon the Great, being utterly consumed. Like it says in the book of Peter, the Apostle Peter said that the elements will melt with fervent heat in that day. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Which is, your heart is your mind, which is being sealed with the things that will come to pass. Know it and prepare it for the day of the Lord by rehearsing the righteous acts, by having faith, by watching and praying that you live to see the coming of the Son of Man, Mashiach Yahushai. Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. Let thine eye be single, thine whole body shall be full of light. Which is talking about what? Be circumspect. Keep your eyes on the things that are important. Which is what? The coming of the RFID chip. Revelation 13:16. The mark of the beast. Coming of martial law. Free mechanics. Seeking the Most High God while still may be found. Call upon his name. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Give double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. So we're here warning the 12 tribes of Israel, which are the Israelites according to the Holy Bible. The 12 tribes, the remnant that will be delivered. The second coming of the Black Messiah. With the holy angels, which are the so-called UFOs, the Holy Bible. 2/3 of the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans will be coerced into taking the RFID chip, will perish with martial law, FEMA camps, thermonuclear fire, a great famine coming to America, Babylon the Great. The so-called white man being raised as the harbinger of death in order to what? Like it says in the book of 2nd Esdras, in the time of Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose, it's going to be like a madman staring nut. So this is how it's supposed to be sealed in your mind, sealed with these things that will come to pass. Matthew chapter 6, verse 23. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Matthew chapter 5, 14. You are the light of the world. The city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. So we're not in the time of arguing about small matters. We're out here to give you the 100% truth according to the Holy Bible. The judgment of the Lord, the day of the Lord's wrath. coming of the RFID chip, the downfall of the so-called white man, America, Babylon the Great, the coming of martial law, free mechanics, thermonuclear fire, world economic collapse, World War III, Gog and Magog, Ezekiel chapter 38, which is Russia, China, Iran. Be prepared to the day of the Lord's battle. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. That is what Mashiach Yahushai is speaking about. He didn't come to destroy the law. He came to keep it. The apostles kept it after he was delivered up. The prophets have to be fulfilled, which is the second coming of the Black Messiah, the coming of the RFID chip, martial law, FEMA camps, world economic collapse, thermonuclear fire, all these things that will be hastened in these latter days. Matthew chapter 5, and verse 18. For verily, verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or tittle will no way pass from the law to all be fulfilled. Matthew chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven, which is what you have these other Hebrew Israelite camps doing. IUIC, ISUPK, Sakari. This also goes into touching on the important matters, which is the coming of the RFID chip, martial law, FEMA camp, thermonuclear fire, world economic collapse, the day of the Lord's wrath, which is being hastened in these latter days. Matthew chapter 5, verse 20. So you have an order in this thing, which is what the teachers that are set up to teach, those that are out here giving you the 100% truth, which is why we give the double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. We are the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We're out here prophesying these so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites according to the Holy Bible. We're out here prophesying the coming of the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, the coming martial law, FEMA camps, thermonuclear fire, world economic collapse, central bank digital currencies, many people following after their own ways in these latter days, the coming of Jacob's trouble, the name of the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the second coming of the Black Messiah, which will return with the holy angels to deliver those that follow the Lamb whatsoever he goeth. This is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that has been hidden for over 2,000 years and is being revealed in these latter days. As you see, we are approaching the end of one kingdom and the coming of the kingdom of heaven, which is for the Israelites, which will renew the earth in righteousness, which will receive spiritual power to be placed back into their own land, Jerusalem. This is Matthew chapter 5. Verse 20. For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall in no case enter to the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 5 and 19. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So that is what we're out here for, to warn our people, hoping that we may save some to receive the reward by the Most High God, which is being able to rule over the nations, being able to restore the earth, being able to put down all wickedness, which is going to come in the form of the Most High God visiting the earth with the holy angels, so-called chariots, so-called UFOs that you read about in the Holy Bible, the remnant being delivered. 2/3 of you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans will be coerced into taking the RFID chip, will perish in martial law, FEMA camps, famine is coming to America, utter destruction. This is what the Holy Bible is about. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 20. For I say unto you that accept your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees. You shall in no case enter to the kingdom of heaven. So this is what these other camps are doing, being over righteous. They're not getting the whole point of the word, which is to be renewed, which is to receive an understanding of things that will come to pass. To understand that it is not about the outward appearance. It is not about the fringes. The law never justified you. It is about the inward man. It is about receiving the understanding, knowing that these things will come to pass. Luke chapter 16, verse 9. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness,